Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Boo! Hello, chat. Oh, God. Fucking Jesus Christ. Hello, hello, hello. Right. How are we, folks? Welcome back to a little bit of a train sim world. I don't know what that intro was. Right. So, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to teaching Saru how to stop at platforms 101. Hello, Saru. Good to see you. Hey Q, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm not doing too bad, Blade. I'm not doing too bad. I don't know. I'm feeling. Oh god, I'm feeling sort of a little bit rejuvenated. As of this moment in time, I feel like I've got a little bit of my energy back. Platonically, yes, that's it. Nice, my lord. Does he sound like a brain? What do you mean, Andy? Sorry, Evans. I'll have you know I'm very well spoken. In fact, I'm going to do the rest of the stream in this voice. My narrator's voice, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, welcome back to a little bit of Train Sim Mod. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing on this. I'm just going to be bumming around, playing some games, playing with some trains, generally just arsing around. I feel like doing some freight. I feel in a freighty mood. I don't know what that means, but we'll find out. But yeah, heck me, unbelievable. At Long Live Quebec, great to hear, matey. I'm just sitting here eating lemon ice cream. Ah, heck me indeed. You can't keep up your narrator's voice for longer than 15 minutes. Challenge accepted. Question 1. No, sorry. Right, okay. So yeah, with regards to what we're going to be doing tonight, I don't know what freight lines I fancy. I feel like I want to do the British freight line on the Great Western Railways route. I don't know why. I'm feeling a bit of a, like an EMR like freight line mood. I don't know why. You really like Britannia, don't you? Well, screw you and your fucking French-Brit mashup. Them and their stupid cheap dirt-ass men-at-arms. Toby is bad-mouthing. Toby is bad-mouthing Britannia. I demand a seppuku in chat for Mr. Toby. If we can deliver. Thank you very much, Red Arrow. Choo Choo Saru, indeed. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub while I'm at it as well. Thank you very much there to Heave, the one and only Mr. President from the Armour Games. Thank you very much for the 25 months of support, Mr. Heave. Thank you to... I think I'm done with that. Anyway. Moving forward, thank you very much there to Kiranada. Thank you, Kiranada. Thank you very much there for the 10 months and the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much. And yes, we're going to be jumping in, and we were going to fantastic. There we go, fantastic, awesome stuff. Okay, so let's head on into the game here. I don't even know if I have a capture window for this game. I'll be honest. You'd think I would, but really anything is possible with me. Oh, there! Look at that! Look at that! It's a game capture window. Look at that! Fantastic. So, to get things rock and rolling on the first line here, we're going to roll with the Great Western Express, and we are going to be running to timetable. They've also added this thing called journeys now, which I don't know. Continue current journey. I don't know what this is. Continue your journey in Train Sim World as a new driver and experience everything the railway has to offer. No, I'm going to just run to timetable. Thank you. I'm going to stick with what I know. Timetable. And we're going to run out today in the Class 66 DB and Schenker. Of course, I'm going to switch the livery over to the EWS train that if you've ever been on a fucking British railway line and a freight train's come past you, chances are it was this thing hauling it. As of the moment, it is autumn. We're going to go for a late night train. I don't know whether it's clear. I think it's actually cloudy tonight. It's currently it's about that temperature out as well, to be honest. So we shall roll with this one, and then we're going to do a late night run. What's the time about now? It's about 7:30. Can we get anything like that? Probably not. We can take this one from the Bristol Terminal to Felixstowe North. That seems to be a pretty long range route. So let's do this one. It is the 20 to 7 4L25 train. Am I going to learn Saru with stopping at stations? Yes, absolutely right. Ignoring subs? How very I would never. Thank you very much there to Shadow Killer. 6 months already, time to celebrate with ice cream and a train sim stream. Thank you very much, Shadow Killer. Okay, so yep, let's rock and roll with this one. We're going to get in here and we're going to go and haul some freight. So yeah, I don't know. It's just going to be one of those streams where I just sit and talk shit and we chat nonsense in chat. You know, would you believe? So yeah, feel free to fire away questions, anything like that. If you want to just, you know, if you just want to talk, like, have a good time, ask me about the game, ask me about stuff in real life. Does this game also have pacers? Yes, it does. It does have some pacers. It depends which line you go with. I believe this Great Western Railway line has a lot of pacers, but unfortunately. We are not driving one of those. Well, I guess we kind of are. We're going to be running a sort of high-speed freight train, so we may well happen there. With regards to the Couch Fund, I am, as of this moment in time, 5 days away from getting the Twitch payout from the Halloween stream, so a big thank you to everybody with regards to that. Oh, God, I've got to try and find the lights again. Okay, it's one of these, isn't it? It's up here, isn't it? Okay, so the cab lights are on. I think it's all set up and ready to go. Marker lights are for night time. I think that's all ready. Okay, so the reverser set to forward. There we go. And then we release the train brake. Automatic brake. That's released. Okay. Do I just apply power? Apply power for profit? Yeah, train doesn't want to move. I have amps, but not movement. Okay. Okay. I gotta figure out how to make the train go forward. That's the real trick. Game also seems to be very quiet. Let me just turn up the audio a little bit for us here. Get that up to 75. Hopefully that's going to allow us to hear the grunt of the engine a little bit better. Okay, so the reverser's in forward. That much I've figured out. The brake, I feel like, is potentially what's holding us back here. The direct brake is released. There we go. That looks like a release in brake pressure. Brake pipe control. There we go. 0. Brake pressure on all bogies looks down. There we go. We have some movement. Fantastic stuff. Let's give it a little rooter-tooter. Fantastic. And then let's give it some power as we move up and forward here. Awesome stuff. Right then, so yes, it's a 22... God, I don't even know what the time is. It's like a 20 to 7 run of what looks to be a intermodal freight train here. God only knows how far it goes back. You tend to find these British trains aren't quite as long as your typical, say, your American freight trains. Your American freight trains are ridiculous. Hello there, Dwarf. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shadow Killer there. Slenderman hunting him. Oh dear. Oh no, not Slenderman. Jesus Christ. No, dude. Not the Slender Man. Okay. Thank you very much there to Pint Damage for gifting a sub to Havoc as well. His 447th sub. Like, literally, fine. He's broken the bank account. Just, you know, just by being... He's too generous. He's actually too generous. He is a man of giving. So he is. The cat is attacking the door. What does it mean, Saru? What does it mean? It's some sort of code. Run over Slenderman, then I win the game. Oh, God. I wonder if that video of me doing Slender from like 6 years ago actually did the circulation on Discord. I can just stop. You could just stop.
Yeah.
God only knows why you didn't many years ago. Thank you very much there to Angus Ranger, number 8. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub, sir. Welcome aboard. So what we're going to do here, we're going to run... I think this is going to be on the slow line here, the medium slow line. It's kind of hard to know. Oh, 125 miles an hour. Oh, yes, that'll be very spicy to do in a freight train, and very ill-advised. Why do you think you know of the Slender meme? Oh, God, do me a favour. Yeah, so for anybody that doesn't know the context for that, there's a video of me knocking around playing Slender from like 6 years. It was part 1 of my media career. And yeah, it's perhaps one of the most embarrassing things, embarrassing videos ever made of me, or by me, I should say. Probably the most embarrassing video of me was that bloody video of me on Safari while I was in nursery, where I'm like driving around on like a green screen. It was a very complex setup. You should have seen the size of it. It was like enormous. It was like I was in like this little safari car type of thing. There we go. We're getting onto the outer line here. I was on like a little safari car, and they'd like green screened all of these like lions and stuff, and I was fucking flooring it through this crazy safari nightmare. I don't even know what it was. It was fantastic though. Oh, look at that! There's a train on the outer line there. Look at that. That's what you would call a sprinter. So that's what's known as a sprinter train. You'd think sprinters would be the fast ones that go really quickly between the stations. That's what I thought, until our very own Dutch Dame, Mr. NL Blade, told me that actually sprinters are, start-stop trains, because they go really fast and then they stop. They go really fast and then they stop. Pacers are the trains that go long distance. So I hear. So yeah, speeding. Am I speeding? No, I think we're all right. We're okay for the moment. Give me chance. I will. My eyes will wander away from the speedometer at plenty an opportunity here. This game could be very well a horror game, being stuck in a small cabin alone in the middle of the dark without any chance to. If the train was to weirdly break down without in the woods, and then the lights were to go off, yes, that would be very scary. Oh dear. Fantastic. You were at 44 by 40. Yeah, it's true. Oh, there you go. That's a pacer. One of the long high-speed trains there. So that's a pacer. You'd be surprised how much hauling power these freight trains have. Like, literally, these things they can tug, my friend. They can tug. And they tug they do. Correct, the intercities are the fastest here, but still going by car is still faster. Yeah, to be fair, at the rate that the UK rail network goes down, there was no trains between Birmingham and London like a couple of weeks ago. No trains, literally zilch, vamoose, nothing. Like the replacement for getting down to London was to go to a different platform. Oh, sorry, yeah, a totally different station, I should say. Like the Birmingham's 3 stations: Snow Hill, New Street, air quotes, Grand Central. Ooh, very edgy. And and the other one, Moore Street. And they were like, yeah, if you want to get to London, you got to go to Moore Street, which is owned by like a single railway carrier, or like I think 2 railway carriers. I think London Midland, London West Midland, and Chiltern. Really exclusively Chiltern. Chiltern owns the station, which I think is mad. I think that is mad that like a train carrier can own a station and then basically say, well, you can't stop here without paying me a few bob. I think that's fantastic. Imagine if somebody owned New Street Station, or like London Marylebone, or Waterloo. Imagine if Virgin Trains owned Waterloo Station. I mean, they'd be breaking it in, like they're not already. Fantastic. Yeah, good old Victoria era technology. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Like the British, well, come on, credit where it's due. The Scottish invented the train. I'm pretty sure. I think I've got my facts straight there. Couldn't tell you what year or what his name was, but I think it was them. And they arguably have one of the worst rail networks in. Well, that's harsh on Scotland, to be fair, but a pretty shite rail network, as does the rest of the UK. Yeah, thanks, Thatcher. Well, it was Beeching, wasn't it? The Beeching Cuts was the man who... Mr. Beeching was the man who doth fucketh thy railway. DeWolf says, went to work in the Netherlands twice by train, lots of delays and running to different platforms, took me 2 hours by car. The only thing that really confused me about, I think, oh god, it's Amsterdam Central, the station, is that, like, you don't have what's called a dot matrix on the platform at Amsterdam Central, or at least not the bloody platform I went to. And now I've got to keep an eye on the speedometer. We're on the flat, so we're just going to kill the throttle here. Like, you don't have, like, what the dot matrix that tells you what train is next. I went up to the platform, and the platform is so long that there were 3 trains on it. And I was like, which train is for me? Can you hit a person trying to commit suicide in this game? No, sadly, it is not that level of simulator. Maybe soon. Yeah, Beeching, 66,000 miles of railway gone. It's scary, isn't it? It's a shame. It's a real shame. We'd have some serious rail infrastructure here in the UK of good old Barry Beeching. I don't know whether his first name is Barry. I can't remember his first name. Amsterdam Central is so gorgeous. It is a very nice station, to be fair. Thank you very much there, Varys. Thank you very much. Again, for anybody who's wondering why the Couch Fund number has not moved since the Halloween stream, I'm actually waiting for the payout from Twitch. Before I update the figure, obviously I have to manually update the figure. For anybody that doesn't know what the Tiny Couch Fund is, all of the information for that is just below the stream there. It's the Moving Out Fund from me and the lovely Miss Jaina, who is my other half. And also, we got Tate in chat. I also, if we can have some cube salutes there for Mr. Tater, he would very much appreciate them. He's. I think you've just recently hit how many followers there, Tate? Like pretty solid, my guy. He's actually really funny. Definitely go and watch Tate whenever he's live. So follow him now. Follow him now, for he does funny things. He's actually great. I love Tate, man. Right. So yeah. So far, not much going on. There's really not much going on in this train cab here. We're driving under the speed limit, which is nice. I'm going to give a rooty toot to the horn here. Here you go. You ready? Awesome stuff. Fantastic. He's on 350 followers. Nice, my guy. Now, honestly, Tate's hilarious. You should absolutely watch Tate. He's a regular here, and he's a regular streamer himself, so do please send him some love. Absolutely. Hey there, Spesh. Good to see you there. I finally decided to buy Train Sim World on their latest sale, so I got 25% off the Digital Deluxe Pack. Fantastic. What's in the Digital Deluxe Packs there, Spesh? 300. Yeah, no worries. Toby says he's only live at shitty times. You can watch his stream at 10 AM. Look, I'll have you know, Australia is the centre of the, is the undisputed centre of the world. All right. Okay, we're going to need to consider slowing down here. I'm just going to give us a wee dab of the brake in a moment. I wonder how long it's going to take me to stop several hundred tons of freight train. I would say dropping 15 mile an hour. It's only 15 mile an hour. It's not too bad. I'm going to coast for a little bit. Fantastic. DeWolf says, yeah, went from Amsterdam CS to St. Pancras International, Pancras even. The information panel there was not so easily found compared to the one at St. Pancras. Then again, St. Pancras looks amazing. That it does. That it does. To be honest, I don't know what is it like tragic, but I'm really looking forward to Crossrail. The what is being called the Elizabeth line for the London Underground, which is technically an overground line. But yeah, Crossrail. That shit looks great. I'm looking forward to that immensely. The Elizabeth line. Well, hey. Oh, God, well, I suppose I should maybe start that process of braking now. There we go. Let's slow it down if we can. There we go. Nicely done. Just release the brake pressure there. Went a little bit over, but that's okay. We're just going to get our momentum back up. Give the train a few amps to chew on. 60 nice miles an hour. Fantastic. Okay, to our stop, we are 20 miles away. Not too bad. Like I said, we're just thundering up this line here. Generally speaking, freight trains tend to have a certain level of priority because they're much less... They're a bit harder to stop than your usual, say, high-speed train. You know, there's a bit more mass thundering down the railway line at half the speed of sound. Hello, Sophia. Good to see you there in chat. Hello, hello. Sorry, I forgot to send you a message, Sophia. I apologise about, obviously, the mod roll thing. I just cleaned up the mod roll so that there was less people in it because there were too many in there. I apologise. I should have absolutely sent you a message. So that is my bad on my part. Not like didn't rip the rug out from underneath you for any reason. It was just literally a restructure. So that's my bad on that front. So I apologise I didn't send you a message there. Okay, so we are 19 miles from wherever the hell we're going. Acton Yard. I thought I said Action Yard then. Action Yard. That would have been a fantastic place to stop. In a blaze of fire, which is more than likely still going to happen at Acton, despite that. Fantastic. Yeah, thank you very much there to Pint Damage for gifting another sub. Also, hello, say hello everybody. You're going to have to tag him because it has popped up so we must heckle the new guy. Everybody tag their Entrial? It's hard to say. But do feel free to say hello to him. Do spam him with cube waves, for he is welcome. As a fellow Train Sim aficionado, I can only assume you found me here through Train Sim. The Train Sim world. Very interesting. Nice to see you. Right. So yeah, so far so good, to be honest. We're just thundering down the main line. There's really not much else to say, to be honest. We're sort of holding on to our butts. I really wish they'd have put multiplayer in this game. I understand why they didn't, but I wish they did. Oh, how I wish they did. Yeah, it would have been fantastic to have some multiplayer gameplay on this. Like, just having other trains. Like, it's not really the... I don't know. Like, the problem with Train Sim World is that the actual world itself feels decidedly empty. I know. It just doesn't feel like there's that many trains in it. It doesn't feel like this... and I know it's 7 o'clock in the evening, you know, it's not quite prime time here on the railway line. Although I would argue 7 o'clock on any railway line is actually, with the way that fucking, like, the hours that people are expected to work these days, that probably is... The 7 o'clock might as well be rush hour. I mean, I don't finish till 6:30, so 7 o'clock really is my rush hour. Let's just take a little bit off the gas here. Fantastic. Andrew says, oh god, hi Quebec, hi chat. Actually wondering out Lonely Quebec, have you played Train Simulator? Wondering the difference to Train Sim World. I have played Train Simulator, and my stance on it, or my understanding and or, you know, position on Train Simulator is that it has, I think, what was it, like £9,000 worth of DLC? And I tell you what, this game will get there before long. But it's much higher fidelity, as you can see. Like, this looks way better than any Train Simulator game I've ever played. And that's really the only difference. I named up all the content of the pack. Just scroll up. I apologise, I can't tab out of this game there, Spesh. Sorry. If you want to just paste it again, I'm sure the mods won't karate chop you. They'll, you know, they get itchy on the trigger finger. It's high noon, 24 hours a day. In mod chat there, but I'm sure they'll be happy to let that one slide. Florian there says, I took a train from London to a small village in the middle of nowhere. Nice 3-hour trip with South Western Railway. A nice trip with South Western. Jesus Christ, he's the first. Oh, thank you very much to Shadow Killer.
It feels empty until you play a high-speed train that's stuck behind another train and you need to stop at every light for 2 minutes and you start ranting. You start ranting, do you? Start waving your fist angrily. Yeah, I'd do that. Okay, we've got a bit of speed to bleed here. There we go. Bled the speed there in just about good time. Let's get some power back on. Awesome stuff. We bled enough speed here. Coming down to 75 mile an hour. Let's see. We got, oh my god, 60 mile an hour. Okay. Coming down to 60 mile an hour. And then, how far down are we going? Looks like we're coming through this station at a bit of a slow speed here. It's alright. 52 mile an hour isn't too bad. May have been a bit overcautious with the brake there, but it's difficult to know just what kind of brake force you're going to get on a fucking 100, well, way more than 100 tons monstrosity like this. It's kind of difficult to know how much brake force you're going to get. Still not too bad. Brake pressure looks to be back to equal there. I'm just going to run in at about power 5 on the throttle, just tiptoe ourselves up to 60 mile an hour here. We're going to be coming back up to 90 mile an hour in the not too distant future here. It's going to happen in about a mile or so. I wonder why it's dropped us down to 60 mile an hour here. I wonder if it's to do with like the surroundings or what. I'm not sure. Why is this bit 60 mile an hour? It's interesting stuff. Right, says Anon there, Anon Omis there, says, why do you always do streams at inopportune times? When would be opportune, Anon? Tell me and I'll be there. Oh, we're going to accelerate again. Let's do it, let's get it up to speed. When would be opportune? Just let me know and I'll be there, my guy. Omis, I'm there for you, man. I wonder if British Rail will claim its sovereignty if you guys exit the EU. God, it's true. It's true. It's interesting times ahead. School zone? Maybe. Yeah, maybe it's a school zone. That's an interesting thought, isn't it? The railway kids. Fantastic. Hello there, Skilltree on Twitch. Good to see you, sir. Welcome, welcome. We are currently nestling in for a bit of a long-haul journey here with 12 miles left on the clock to Acton Yard. Although I feel like that's just like a... well, no, actually, it's telling me to stop at Acton Yard, so I think that's the ultimate destination of where we're heading. We've really flown up this line in good time, to be honest, and normally train journeys take a lot longer than this, so far, so good. At Lonely Quebec says, to be fair, this would be opportune if it wasn't for the fact my D&D session got shifted to today. Ah, right. And what class do you hail as, sir? Who are you? Are you a dwarf? Who are you, sir? Tell me. Are you an elf? You have pointy ears and drink Leaf Lovers ale? I think I'm getting my games confused here. Oh god, straight through. Jesus Christ, high speed. Straight past the pacer there. Oh no, that's the sprinter even. Always get them confused. Never going to get that right. Fantastic.
Special there says the base game itself, Great Western Railways, Long Island Railroad, very good one. The main Spessart Barn, I think I'm almost definitely saying that right. Trans-Pennine, an amazing railway line, and the Peninsula Corridor. Last time I'm reposting this, I've given up. Don't worry, Special. We got there in the end. You made it. Is there a mod to use Top Gear's train? Sadly, there's not really much of a modding scene on this game at all. Which is, I know, it's like a sad endeavour that we must come to terms with. But, yeah, there's really no modding scene on this game. They're just releasing stuff as we go. Which is a shame. But, you know, you see how you go. DM, for the man Dungeon's the master, or is the master of the dungeon. Fantastic. Train Sim World doesn't have mod tools yet? Yep, it's a shame. Yet. I mean, hopefully, one day, when they're done milking it for every pound it can give them, which is, yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether they'll ever stop, to be honest. There's always more trains and more train track. Fantastic. They need to do, like, a really obscure one, like a railway line in Bangkok or something. Just something really weird. A narrow gauge railway in Barbados or something. I don't know, something odd. What is your opinion on Brexit for those of us who are new? I am going to stay out of the political chatter, if that is okay with you, Andy. I am going to sit here and I'm going to say that I am very much on the Remain side of the fence. But that is one man's opinion, and we shall leave that there for the sake of not shaking up a bee's nest in chat there. So I'm going to respectfully leave that there, if that's all right. India, that would be a very good railway line. That'd be a terrible railway line, but a very good terrible railway line, which is fantastic. Oh, I'm driving over the speed limit ever so slightly there. Let's take a little bit off the gas as we slow down there. Nice. Yes, basically. Yeah, they should do the... Sorry, they should do the railway that passes through the market and has to... Exactly, yeah, that would be fantastic. Wouldn't that be a nice... That would be a fantastic one there. Have I ever been train spotting? No, I've never been trained to... In fact, actually, I wonder if that's false. I've been with my dad, who's what you would call an anorak. He's one of these people who, you know, does train spotting and goes on rail tours and stuff. I've been with my dad round Scunthorpe Steelworks. They were basically like there was a very real chance that Scunthorpe was going to close the steelwork. In fact, it might even be closed. I think it did close and then it reopened. I think, or maybe it is shut. Maybe I'm getting my stories confused with British Steel. But yeah, anyway, they closed. And they offered to, like, my dad's, like, independent group of crime-fighting anoraks. They all decided, you know, if they'd just make an offer to the foreman of the grounds and just said, can you hook up a couple of these Class 21s that you have on site and just tug us around the yard for a bit? Which was very cool. I got to see, because it was still running when I went there, I got to see them make, like, freshly, like, blast furnace steel. And the heat off them. I was on a railway line, like, 15, 16 feet away from this, more than that, about 20 feet away from these freshly smelted, if I would call it that, steel bars, and that you could feel the heat from 20 feet away, like you were warming your hands on them. It was unbelievable. Fantastic. The year is 2578. The British Prime Minister visits Brussels to ask for an extension to the Brexit deadline. No one remembers where this tradition originated, but every year it attracts many tourists from all over the world. It's true. It's true. Oh, we're international laughing stock at the moment. We've got Boris Johnson. His initials are literally BJ. We've got blowjob in office. Oh, help me. Help us all. Yeah, it's we're banging trouble. Maybe some train lines in like the 1800. They need a steam train. They need a steam train. Absolutely. They need a steam train for this game. It's been long overdue. I think the reason that they don't they don't have a they don't have oh god, words. Find the words, Joe. They're in there. They're in there. Find the words. They're gone. They're gone completely. I'm having a strong. Call in a bumbulance. I'm done. Right. What was I talking about? Let's talk about something else. How's the weather? No. Yeah, well, we were talking about Boris Johnson. Oh, God help me. No. Give me the stroke back. I don't want to talk about it. Nice. The Flying Scotsman? That would be a cool train. That would be a cool train to put. That was in the original train simulator, the Flying Scotsman. Jesus Christ. Like, that shit was crisp. Fantastic. Multiplayer will just be a steam train, yeah, to be fair. That would be cool. Like having I was going to say a multi-crew setup. Like it was some kind of spaceship, the Flying Scotsman. No, just having, you know, the fire, like additional firemen on board. That would be fantastic. Cool. Sorry, there, the Shinkansen, I think I'm saying that right, in Japan. Be 5 seconds behind in the timetable and you're seriously in trouble, and going 600 kilometers an hour would be awesome. That it would be. I like the idea of that a lot. Yeah, that would be seriously cool, wouldn't it? It actually would be really cool. For all intents and purposes there. Fantastic. DeWolf says, a while ago, I did accidentally tank spotting. Sporting. Went with my dog in the forest and ran into a military training ground. Quite bizarre, walking around with your dog and seeing a tank driving past with people shouting, "Good morning!" Is that what they do? I wouldn't shout good morning. If I was a soldier and there was a civilian wandering around on a military training ground, I wouldn't be like, morning. I'd be like, what are you doing? I'd go mental. I think they would go mental. Oh, okay. We are speeding for the first. I'm going to say for the first time this journey. Speed dropped a little bit more to 80 mile an hour, and I was not paying attention. Go figure. It's going to offset the momentum there. Fantastic. Oh, we got a yellow signal. Let's begin a coast down to. Oh no, it's greened up again. We're just going to coast down here because we're actually going to be running to a stop in about 2 miles. So we're going to get just about, there we go, about half a bar of brake pressure there, just to bring us coasting down to a reasonable speed here. 60 mile an hour, I'll hold there if I can. Awesome stuff. Fantastic. We're going to hold down at 60 mile an hour in the knowledge that there could be more red lights up ahead. We do need to be careful of that if we can. Fantastic. 30 mile an hour coming up, you see. Got to be careful of this shit, man. Let's see. Let's go to 1 bar of pressure there. Let's try and slow down to 30 mile an hour. Looks like that's going to be very doable with this train coming past a Sprinter here. Not sure what station this is. Honestly, couldn't tell you. Said looked like Bradley something. Something can Bradley. Okay. Let's release the throttle completely. Get a bit of beans on. I'm actually stopping the train for 30 miles an hour very early here. We'll get it up to about 40 mile an hour. I think I again overestimated the braking force here, or overestimated. There we go. We'll just coast at 39 mile an hour. Then it's going to be very easy to slow it down all of the way. Thank you very much there to Lemberg, tier 1 sub. See you in the VOD. Thank you very much, sir. Who do you think killed Epstein? Jesus Christ. I actually know very little about the Epstein case. I've barely followed it at all. Like I don't know. The death of some paedophile didn't capture my interest in the slightest. You know what I mean? DeWolf says there was a big fence so you can't go on the terrain, but then again the soldiers were camping on a public parking spot in the winter. Ah, right. Which steam engine would you like to see them add? The Orient Express, if I could. Oh, there we go. I should probably. There you go. Jesus Christ, I'm really fucking thundering into this yard, aren't I? Actually need to come to a full stop very soon. There we go. Not bad. Mallard. Yes, the Mallard would be fantastic. Think of it on the level of the Rotterdam scandal or the BBC pedo scandal. Ah, right, really. So it's big business. Well, I say big business. Well, it probably was for some political elite. Monka S. Anyway. There was some weird connection between the royal family as well. Someone in the royal family had like an affiliation with Epstein. And then, he was under the microscope for a little bit. There we go, slowing down. Not bad. I mean, it's not right on, but I'll take points. I'll take points for that. That's all right. That's not bad, that is. Apart from one or two situations where I went just a itty bitty bit over the speed limit, that is generally pretty good. So just there, and there, Your Honour. Not at all. So we ended up talking about politics after all. True. Who's worse, Epstein or Savile? No, it's true. Why didn't you overshoot? I know, Saru. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I apologise. Right then, so that's that's got the freightage. That's scratched the freightage. We did that in like record time. Where would we like to go next, chat? I've got many a railway line that we could potentially go and have a bum around in. I've got Transpennine. I can go to the Ruhr-Sieg Nord. I can do the New York line, and I've also even got some CSX heavy haul. I've got this other German route. I've also got this West Somerset Railway, which we do fair bit. You need to overshoot. Yeah, I do. I need to overshoot. It's true. Any Swedish stuff? Sadly, not in the game at the moment. There, Durenthar. Do we have some mountain trains? We do. The CSX heavy haul is a mountain route.
Oh, yeah.
The Sand Patch Grade. Supposedly one of America's most infamous railroads. Hi, Derry's there, gifting another sub to Petra. Good to see you, Petra. How are you? Any Dutch tracks? Sadly, not at the moment, DeWolf. Maybe eventually. Yep, some US railway lines for H-Bomb. We could do that. To be honest, I very, very rarely get to take out the New York train here, so I'm kind of tempted to do a run with this one. There's a couple of freight lines on this particular one, or we can take out the ACS 64, which is a fairly decent... Wait, that's not it. Yeah, it's a fairly decent sort of, there you go, passenger train. It's quite good. It's got quite a fair bit of grunt. Some train with many stations to stop at? Yeah, we could do. Doesn't this game have like $1,000 in DLC? Getting there. Getting there. Not Amtrak. Why not? Why don't you like Amtrak, H-Bomb? How dare you? They are the best. Scamtrack, I've heard them called. Which I don't know whether that's true or not. Just putting together a PC config, so mostly lurky about. No worries, Petra. Maximum snow. We could do maximum snow. We could do a nice snowy one. It is Christmas. We're getting festive. It may be the 10th of November, but let's get some Christmas songs on. Sub-game delay stream when? Soon TM, Shadow Killer. Soon TM. The annoying thing about that is that my game has inexplicably started crashing around Edgware Station. No idea why. The Tiny Train Fund. That's true. Tiny Train Fund. I like the idea. Snow. We could do snow. Last Christmas. Oh, dear. Okay, let's do this one with snow then. Let's do a snowy snow. Let's do a blizzard. Horrible weather. Let's do it. So we're going to do the... we're going to do this one. And where do we want to... Should we do an evening one? Because I think evening looks quite nice in the snow. We'll do an evening route in the snow here. Or an evening train. What time is it now? It's coming up to 8 o'clock. There is quite literally an 8 o'clock service here. We're pretty much right on the dot here. So Boston to Washington, D.C. New Rochelle to Newark Liberty. So we're going to take that train out and we're going to rock and or roll. Fantastic stuff. They run about 1 day late most of the time and derail and kill people. Oh, right, okay. Controversial then. Hello there, Doom Angel. Good to see you, Daddy Quebec. Monka S. Good to see you, Doom Angel. How you doing, mate? You in good form? Play past 3 o'clock by Roger Whittaker. True, I could do that. Bloody drummer boy with Bing Crosby in or whatever he is. Fantastic. So instantly we play the most important part of any train simulator game, which is trying to find the wiper. But I'm straight in there with the wiper find. Let's go slow there. Fantastic. Are the headlights all on, are they? No, this train is like fucking off. Let's turn the windshield heater. Well, I can't do that one on. Front headlights set to bright. Ditch lights set to on. On. Let people know that the train is about to roll. Let's go, release from emergency. Okay, I've come up with a conundrum. Okay, we can't use bright headlights. So we're going to go dim. Even that's pretty fucking bad. Fantastic. Right, well, here's hoping. Right, let's set the throttle to forward there. Or throttle to forward. There we go. Everything else is ready to go then. With the train brake release, we are going to accelerate. There we are. Might actually have to run with the fucking... I can't in good faith run with the headlight off. But, like, I mean, this... This surely counts as obstruction of vision. I mean, surely. Let's just kill the ditch lights. That makes no difference at all. I can't see a bloody thing. I can't see a thing. Sanderman will begin to hunt you after you found the third page. It's true. God, they wouldn't run trains in this condition. Surely, like it's whiteout. It's damn near a whiteout. Apart from like the tiniest glimpse of the track in front of me. But there are angry commuters that need to get home. So we must brave the perils of this. Well, we didn't actually. I might have to reverse. I didn't actually load any passengers. Okay. Let's go back. It's okay. It's all right. We're just testing it out. We just got to go back. Just gotta go back a little bit. It's all right. You know what I mean? Happens to the best of us. Idle. There you go. You see? Reverse. And then off you go. See? Just like that. You just got to go back. I mean, it happens. You know what I mean? Happens to the best of us. Release the brake, and then off you go. You never know when stuff like this is going to happen, man. Happens.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Just got to reverse it back to the station. Fantastic. Think about the Trans-Siberian train. Those have to run no matter the weather since they cannot risk getting stuck. True. That's why I love the Netherlands, where there is snow and the trains aren't running. Yeah, true. Jive Crayfish, 18 months. What is this madness? Thank you very much for the Tier 2 sub, Jive Crayfish. Do you feel free to show off the captain's salute there? That you will have. Thank you very much. This is a spectacle, isn't it? I hear all the people on the platform are like, what the fuck is this? I wonder if a train would reverse back to the platform in the event of bad weather. It's an interesting thesis. Don't want to be going too fast. Just going to idle. Just got to get all the way back to the platform, and then we shall set running again. Fantastic. Also, the bell is still fucking going. Turn off. Go away. Fantastic stuff. Right, so far so good. So the ditch lights don't really make a difference. So I could just put the ditch light on. That's to flash. Saviour of the universe. No, we'll just leave it as on. And then we'll sort of just bring the train to a gentle stop. Just here. Just with those front, like, carry... I mean, there's a bit of a jump to that door. But, I mean, who's asking? Unlock left. I mean, just don't get on that bit. Just don't get on that bit. Fantastic. We're loading up passengers, and then we're going to be out and ready to go. It's just total whiteout. Total whiteout in front of me. Let's kill the headlight. I mean, that's a little bit better. The ditch lights are still on. So I guess we could just run with ditch lights. As it does sort of still show that we're coming. So that's fine. Just loading up passengers here, which is okay. Who was that? I totally missed them. Who was that? I did actually miss them. Sorry, that Drake says that. Oh, I see how it is. Jive subs a tier 2 and gets noticed, but I, as a tier 1 sub, he ignores me. I apologise there, Drake. Thank you very much there for the tier 1 sub for 5 months. I need my bear emotes, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just really bad at spotting emotes. I just am. I'm really bad at spotting. I mean, I need to make the alerts louder. I need like a foghorn so that I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. That'd be very helpful on my part. Thank you very much there to Wezzy. Evening all. Right hand down a bit. Yeah, that's true. Right, okay, let's lock up the doors there, lock left. Then we're going to set the reverser back to forward. We are going to release the train brake and then give it the beans. 30% throttle to pull off. I'm going to raise those windows now because it's bloody freezing. Fantastic. Then we're going to pull away, 60% throttle. Fantastic. So far, so good. We're going to pull away here. We're going to leave these on flashing. Oh. Flashing. Just to try and get people's attention as we come through. Because again, you know, you never know who you're going to bump into out here. Bring the shot back, that's true. Fantastic. Right, so far, so good then. We're just tiptoeing along the railway line here. Nothing outrageous going on. We're just sort of biding our time. Sneaking through on the old railway track here. Fantastic stuff. Awesome. 15 miles to go, chat. 15 miles to go to our destination at New York Penn. It's not the only stop, but it is hopefully going to be one of many. Fantastic. We're coming up to the 40-mile-an-hour speed limit here. And then we're going up to a 100-mile-an-hour speed limit in just a moment. There's the train coming on the other line there. I don't think he reversed into the... yeah, I don't think he reversed in the same way that I did. We'll see here. I should probably just run with these on. And then, but if I set this to dim... Oh no, that's not too bad now that we've got a bit of speed up. Okay, cool. In that case, we shall ditch the ditch lights. And then we'll just run with the headlight overhead. Okay, I'm officially speeding, because it's all I know. And now I'm not speeding. And now I'm accelerating again, up to 100 mile an hour. We're going to give the throttle some floor here. Fantastic, off we go. Visibility is shite. It really is. Can see about 20 meters in front of the train. And then it just falls apart like wet shit paper. Fantastic. I'm sure this would be like an annoying route to do at the best of times, let alone doing it in this much bloody snow. Fantastic. God, this train accelerates like you were. Jesus Christ. But it really gets a move on. So why is it called Scam Track then? Why don't people like it? Make sure you don't get jumped by a bear. I shall try to. Did I remember to close the doors? This time I did. This time I remembered to close the doors there, Ash. Just this time though. You know, let's not get used to it. Fantastic. We're switching down to idle there, which is great. Going to be running back up to the railway line here, which is fantastic. Just gliding along. Fantastic stuff. Beautiful. I love it. Oh, goodness gracious me. I'm tired, man. Oh, God. Scritchy scritch. Right then. Oh, we're running it up to 100 miles an hour. Fantastic. Right then. Just a double second there. Just got to knock at the door. Lovely. Okay, so with regards to where we're going, I don't even know. I know very little about this route. They run hours or days late and don't offer refund. Days late? How can a train run days late? Are my windows still open? No, I'm buttoned up nicely. I don't know where the cab heater is, or whether I've got it on. Maybe I've got like a hot plate somewhere, just there. Maybe it's a heated seat. Who knows? They also don't go to very many places. Oh, really? Quite surprised. Amtrak trains are very spacious and they have outlets, so that's good. My only experience with them is that they were delayed by a few hours because of an accident. I see. Oh God, I am speeding like a champion through this corner. Jesus Christ! Activate the the dynamic brake. Bring the speed down. God, that's a catastrophic bit of speeding. That is. Holy shit. This isn't a corner that you should really be taking at that speed. Holy God. Fantastic. We're just going to keep the dynamic brake on here. Nice to see you there. Short question. Was it your voice on the... Sorry, was it your voice who person commented in Womble's Rising Storm 2 visitor that makes their panties wet? Yes, that is me, Jonan. It is I, me, panty wet man squash dude. Or even the man who makes the panties wet. Which is, I guess, a reputation you want? I don't know. Depends on your alignment. Whether you're a Stormcloak or an Imperial. We're doing pretty good there, Jord. How about yourself? You coming to play the Bear Cave there, says Hund? I am. I'm not, sadly. Not tonight. I still need to fix my armour because my frame rate is terrible. I'm afraid, Hund. So I'm just doing some of this tonight. I shall make a point of trying to fix my armour this week, or even tomorrow, perhaps. I might do it a bit tomorrow, but we shall see. We shall see. Fantastic stuff. Okay, so yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to continue pushing on towards the station here. Again, I've got to keep a closer eye on the speed limits because it's all over the place. It's absolutely all over the place here. Did you know that Quebec Monstrum is the third suggested autofill if you search Quebec on YouTube? Oh, right, there you go. That's an interesting thing involved. Thank you. You're also the dude standing in the bloody rubber boat. That's it, yeah, that's me. I am that man who stands in the rubber boat where no other man would stand. In a sort of weird, sort of stock, standing T-pose thing that armour has. But, you know, I'll take it. I will take it. Honestly, your Monstrum vid is great. Thank you very much there. I appreciate it. I didn't make it. Lowly Joe did not make that one. So I'm afraid I cannot necessarily express any, accept any gratitude for the quality of that video, as it was not my fair hands who made it. But Mr. Soviet, yeah, Monstrum's just ridiculous. I also have a kid, do I? Your reactions in it. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that you thought my reactions were hilarious. I for one was dying. I for one was dying a slow and painful death. Many a times. I actually recently beat Monstrum for the Halloween stream. I'm sure 99% of you know that, but yeah, I'm very impressed. I got away on the life raft, which I would have said was one of the harder ones, but apparently it isn't. Apparently it's really easy, and I can kind of see why. I've never been able to escape on it before. Do they have the Transpennine line? What, on this? Yeah. Fantastic. Monster Avoider, Ship Ditcher, Box Hider, all man. Thank you very much. Breaker of Chains, King of the Andals, so on and so on. Fantastic. 8.7 miles to our stop. Just a casual... Oh, easy there. Right. So let's do a little bit of slowing down here. Just as we come through here. Let's give it just a quick press of the dynamic brake. Try and keep our speed under control here as we're aiming for 65 mile an hour. Just a bit of casual speeding. No, nothing ever bad happened from speeding in the snow. Not once. Not once. Do you do ASMR, says Crimsaria. People tell me to, but I don't, sadly, I'm afraid. Do I do ASMR? I could just do ASMR, get like Train Simulator. I mean, I don't know. Fantastic. Longleaf Quebec, another fun fact. I found you after that Monstrum video. I don't watch Womble streams, but I'm subbed to you. Thank you very much, Involved. I appreciate... Oh, God, I'm streaming again. No, I'm speeding again. In fact, it's 50 yards until we go back up to 70 mile an hour. So I'm just going to stay in the red. I'm just going to keep the needle in the red, because you know what? There's no point. I'm saving energy, folks. I'm saving energy. Well, there we go. Well, we're slowing down a little bit. God, the fucking speed limit is all over the place. It's actually going up and down and down and up. Good God. Fantastic. He tried ASMR during Rising Storm. Look at the storm. Rising Storm. Rising Storm. Feel like the Cockney from Snatch. Brad Pitt. I don't know, isn't he? I don't know. That was actually closer to Russian. I apologise for any Russians in. Okay, so 7.1 miles from the station here. Speed limit is changing again in 200 yards, because why not? Fantastic. English is hard. That's true. 0 recorded casualties in the snow environment. It's literally the safest place on Earth. That it is. Nice. Fantastic. Well, it smells of pizza and curry in here. Even though I've eaten, I'm getting hungry again. Smells of pizza and curry. Has cyanide run past you? I think he has. Fantastic. Hello there, penguins. Nice to see you, sir. Why you have to be mad? Fantastic. So that's a good question. Why do people have to be mad? Awesome stuff. So yeah, at the moment here we're just tiptoeing into the station. Let's see what's going on. Cockney? He was the gypsy, was he? He was a Cockney gypsy. Gypsy Cockney. I'm sure he was the Cockney guy. You're going to go and run my D&D session? And oh god, I'm not ready. Don't worry. You'll smash it there, Anon. You'll have to tell me about how it went. We need to play Vermintide 2 at some point too. That we do, Tate. We really do. We also need to do that, like, if we can, Divinity / maybe Baldur's Gate session. Ben Ock, because I'm an angry person. Oh! SM Orc, indeed. Right then. Oh, thank you very much for the 200 bits there from Elf. So I've had the day off work sick, and this is a nice relaxing end to a shitty day. Now, was it a shitty day? Was it a shitting day, or was it a shitty day? Tell me straight. Did you shit your pants? Just outright. Just tell me now, Elf. You just get it off your chest. Get it off your chest and get it into the toilet, man. Fantastic. Crimsarion, I watched Kumek when he streamed The Long Dark. Those were chill streams. That they were, Crim. I need to go back and play The Long Dark again. It's just that I played it so much. I know I need to play it more, but I played it so much. 'Twas close. Oh, dear. Not nice. Not nice at all. God, all of the light has left the world apart from the light in this cab. Weather's horrible. There we go. We're going to accelerate a little bit more. The speed limit is all over the place. God, it's 50, then it's 60, then it's 40, then it's 50. Jesus Christ. Chill until he runs into a wolf all of a sudden. That would scare you. Has the update to the Long Dark come then? I think it's coming in December sometime. I don't know when exactly. But I'll probably give it a replay then and thereabouts. Which would be cool. There is not much Long Dark with Q. It's true. It's true. I used to play a lot of it. I used to play an awful lot of it. Chill stream spattered with ear-shattering horror. Yeah, they would. Yeah, it's kind of risky to go to sleep with a Quebec ASMR game stream because you never know when there's going to be just this shriek in like a pinch that just like it's like fucking shocks people away, like smashing a pane of glass. Forklift Simulator. Now those are the real games. Thank you very much there. Jonans, thank you very much there. One other question about the Rising Storm video. Did Womble really use a bell every time you said something inappropriate? Yes. He has the racist bell. It is a bell that he rings. It wasn't added in post for a funny. He does have a racist bell. Which is fair enough there. At Lonely Quebec, somehow I would still manage to get to sleep through a TLD stream. It's nice to know that I no matter what I stream, I'd be like the worst, like fucking, like, I don't know, guitarist or a singer at a heavy metal concert because everyone would be like, and it's just the voice is too. God damn it, people just fall asleep to my streams. It's the real trick for viewer retention, folks. You just get people to fall asleep to your content. That's the way to do it. Right, what was the word he was censoring in the Rising Storm video? Oh, use your imagination, Hemmick. Bad words. There were several jokes that I remember that I'm not repeating here for the same reason that he bleeped them out in the first place. Or Twitch would tan my hide. Oh dear. Got it. Okay, we're just going to run into the negative for the amps here. We're just going to try and work against the train as it goes down this 1 in 142 gradient. Isn't too bad at all, to be honest. Monka TOS indeed. Viewer retention, keep them asleep. You got it, Jive. Now you're learning how to stream with the big boys. He says. Fantastic, thank you very much. Oh no, not the. Oh no. Of course. You can't be doing this to me after the day I've had as well. It's been a long day. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed now. That's it. Wrap it up. Oh god. Okay, a little bit more for the deceleration here. Got to get down to 55 miles an hour. Fantastic. Awesome. Start with the yawning. It's your northern voice that puts people to sleep, do you reckon? I don't know, maybe you're right. Maybe it is the northern voice. Slowing down even further. Let's keep going then. On the deceleration. Fantastic cube yawn. Stop it! Oh god, it's voodoo. I don't understand why it sets me off in the way that it does. It's terrible. Just pull over for a nap. Just slam the emergency brake and go to bed. Oh, don't. It's tempting. God, you've made me all tired now, chat. Stop yawning. It's contagious. Oh my god. Oh, I've got to stretch now as well. What have you done to me, chat? Oh god, I haven't brought tears to my eyes. Jesus Christ. Fucking no, the hyperdrive Chewy. Right. Okay. So we're going down this gradient here. We can just coast for a little bit, which is alright. Go to bed, you big oaf. God, it's true. Now I'm yawning as well. It's contagious. It's a cursed emote. It must be... Cube Yawn must be secured under the SCP Foundation for Euclid class properties. There's a game that I should probably play for next Halloween. SCP Containment Breach. That game scares the ever-loving shit out of me. Do you watch anime? When yes, what is your favourite? I actually don't watch anime at all, I'm afraid. Not that I don't... Oh, Saru, no. No! No! Oh my god. Get me an Oscar. Oh, what have you done? Oh, no. Oh god. Okay, I'm awake. I'm back. God. Ugh. Okay, I'm up. I'm there. There we go. Throws cup of water over self. I'm just going to spray aftershave into my eyes. That'll keep me awake. Can't close your eyes if you have no eyelids. Taps forehead. Not sponsored by G-Subs. No, no, not at all. Cube Yawn is a double OP. Stop making me say the word. But, oh man, it's actually awful. Stop it. Stop it. No. Stu, no. Keep it away. I'm not looking. I'm not going to read chat. It's dangerous in there. Fantastic. Right. I've got to see the emotes. I could feel a little yawn going, God, all lines are closed apart from this one there. Hemic there. Yep, that's the one. Hemic gets it. Saru says 100 bits there. You were talking about anime. Not with the emote. I'm not yawning. You're yawning. I'm not. No, I'm just trying to know it. No, that's how I normally talk. That's how and the, posh British accent is just a show. It's just a front. Oh, we're on a yellow. There we go. It's not like you read chat anyway. How dare you? How dare you? I read that. I read that message about you. I read your message of slander. So I did. Fantastic. Dogs yawn immensely when they're super stressed. Oh, right, really? I must be stressed. It was a long day at work. It was a stressful day at work. Maybe it's right. Maybe I'm a dog. I don't know. More yellow lights coming up here. Interesting. Looks like we're going down into the depths of hell. Fantastic. Nice to know that the blizzard is still running in the tunnel here. Oh, I am significantly over speed. Fantastic. I'll try and slow it down here as best I can using the weird gliding brake thing. 15 mile an hour coming up in 2 miles exactly. Can you say great cakes? Great cakes. There we go. 15 mile an hour. Cube Yawn. I know, I see it. I see it. I wonder why. Oh, God, Jesus. So I'm keeping a tally of your yawns now. Sorry, Angus. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I thought you mean you always have to yawn when you speak about anime in general. Oh, right. Sorry, that's Saru. He's not even talking about me. But again, it's only when someone says the first 4 letters of my name and then the word yawn, that makes me yawn. But if someone just says yawn, it doesn't trigger me. It has to be... yawn. It's wrong. It's wrong. Why does it make me yawn? So it does. It's just such a tired looking emote. Ghost Reader there, thank you very much there for the 3 months of support there with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. Long live Yawn. That's quite a good name, actually. Intellectual property. And by that, I mean, obviously I'm in some way referring to myself as an intellectual, and that's how you know there's a problem with the world. Still creeping our way down to the 15 mile an hour mark here. Well, I probably don't need to go quite that slow now because we're on a steep uphill gradient. You're making me yawn now. I know, I'm sorry. Literally can't stop yawning. I know. Crazy, isn't it? Can we rename the stream into yawning and driving? Okay, maybe the word yawn. God, it's so bad. It's like kryptonite.
Yeah.
It's like kryptonite, man. I can't deal with it. Slowing it down. 15 mile an hour is the target. I'm still like miles away. Come on, give us the gas. Give us the throttle. Fantastic, driving significantly under the speed limit. It's going to take me forever to coast at like 15 mile an hour into a station. Jesus Christ. Brilliant stuff there. Shadow Killer there gifted a tier 1 sub to Demo Expo. They've gifted 12 subs so far. Thank you very much there, Shadow Killer. Would you be interested in a game like Transport Fever 2, and would you play it? I'm not familiar with Transport Fever 2, I'm afraid. Yeah, this is going to need train brake. Yeah. Ooh. So 900 yards from the station. Coming down to our preferred limit here, speed limit. Very nice. Just going to tiptoe our way in, 20 mile an hour or so. Is it like OpenTTD? That's an alright game. I was never very good at OpenTTD. All my mate used to do was fucking just build fucking airports and just get as many planes in the air as possible and then just profit, just pure profit after that. I can't believe there's a blizzard down here at the fucking New York Penn Station. All very interesting, chat. All very interesting. Let's just give it a little bit of juice here to counteract the gradient that we're going up now. Fantastic. I can't see a pissing thing. Where are we? It's like we're in the depths of hell. Looks lovely down here. Fantastic. There we go, just a bit off the power. As not to speed, we would never do that. So it's definitely a station of some description. Fantastic. Through we come. Awesome sawsome. Fantastic. Nice one. Going over this way. Excellent. Fantastic stuff. Right, we probably want to actually think about stopping. There you go, minimum application. We've got a red signal coming up ahead as well, so we don't want to overrun it if we can avoid it. And there is the red signal. Just up there. Minimum application. There we go. And then unlock left. Then we just got to a yellow signal, which is great. It's nice to know like the harrowing or the howling is happening just here, which is great. There's like a weird... Maybe the subway station's on fire. Who knows? Only 2 minutes behind means only 5-month gulag for me. Oh, joy. 5 months in the gulag. Like a holiday. Have you tried any of the later fancy train sims? What do you mean there, Hellfett? Is there something specific that you're referring to? I would have said this is one of the later train sims right here. I don't know how to open TTD. What do you mean? It just run the executable, I do believe. God, we're at this platform for a while. Goodness gracious. Fantastic. It's Choo Choo Saru. Good to see you there, agent. Nice. Jesus H. Christ, God, it's I swear to God, it's bedtime after this. Oh, Jesus, somebody stop me. What's wrong with me? Pull myself together. Right then. Wrong worded meant don't know. Sorry, I don't know the game. Fair enough. So it's all right. It's sort of Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe, which I believe was a game made by Microsoft. God knows when. It's like an open source version, which is interesting. If I told you there was a Hannah Montana the movie video game, would I play it? No. No, I don't think I... Maybe I would. I don't know. I'd have to have a look at it first. I'll bring you some coffee. Where in Birmingham are you? I am... I'm a great bar lad. I can tell you that. I can divulge no further. God, this fucking... I might as well go to bed. Honestly, we're loading this train for ages. I'm just up. I'm putting my feet up. I'm reclining back and I'm yawning away. Oh, God. Very nice. Awesome stuff. Agent says, come on, it's only 7 AM. You should be more awake by now. Absolutely not. Is that near Selly Oak? Is it by Selly Oak? No, not really. More off towards Walsall, if you're familiar with that. We're halfway there. Halfway to loading the train, ladies and germs. Easy. Oh, God. Struth, someone wake up. So when I say someone, I of course mean me. Wake the hell up, good God. I'm a broken man. What can I say? Oh. Awesome stuff. Oh, is the clock in the game matching the real world time? Is it? I think it is. I think no, that it's not matching the real world time, but I chose a train time that was literally 1 minute off the real world time. This isn't even a game. This is like a live video feed. There is like a weird fog rolling through the station. People are disappearing. No one knows what's going on. Cube hydrates. I could go for a cube hydrate there. Go for a drinky drink. Yeah, that might actually be a good idea. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I'm going to go and fill up my water bottle, and I'm going to do some cube hydration. I forget what the limit is. How many Wizards of Oz should I have had? Did I buy a MSI GTX 970 off you a couple of years ago? No. I don't think I ever sold a 970. Oh, dear. Yeah, no, definitely not. I've never had a 970. I was on AMD Radeon cards for a while. Only recently I've made the switch to NVIDIA. Fantastic, and not a moment to spare. Awesome stuff. Except it's only 15:30 in New York right now. That's actually very true. I've chosen the wrong time in New York, for it is not. But it's the time. It's the UK time in New York. Obviously, it's a weird rift. Also, Doug looks stay there. Doug Lurk. Doug Lurk indeed. Right, lock the doors. Let's get out of here. Stop at Newark Penn. 9 miles away. Let's release the train brake. Give it some gas. So out of here. Fantastic stuff. 60 mile an hour is the speed limit to reach. Fantastic. We'll just tiptoe forward here. Awesome. So far, so good. Here we go. Just coast for a moment as we go over the flat bit here at the station. Excellent. Awesome stuff. Hello, Screwed. Good to see you. I don't actually know where you are. I actually know where you are. I've seen you before. Where have you seen me, Andy? Where have you seen me? 26,473. Very nice. Ruh-roh. Have you seen me on my black scooter? There are plenty of people on a black scooter. Got a stalker? Stalker alert. Ooga. I don't know. I can't say I have seen you on your black scooter, I'm afraid. There are plenty of black scooters in Birmingham. There is binoculars. Yeah. Totally not creepy. Your first stalker, congrats. Oh boy, my first stalker. No, it's alright. Fantastic. He watches you when you sleep. Poor sod. Fantastic. 21 mile an hour. I mean, I'm just preparing for the, eventual 60 mile an hour that we're going to be able to do in this tunnel. So, I mean, speeding now, sure, but not really. There you go. You see, I was never really speeding. Never really speeding. Just pretend he's Santa. Did I ever visit Tankfest at Bovington? I certainly have there, Joan. I have visited Tankfest at Bovington. That was a really good time. You go to work on the 997 bus, don't you? Okay, professional stalker. That I do.
Oh, yeah.
You've probably seen me falling asleep with my face on one of the windows. Nice. Thank you very much there to Skitto1611. Thank you. That's kind of fucked up. Yep. Need to go to Tankfest one of the years. It is really good fun, Tankfest. Tankfest's a really good laugh. Nice. I've literally sat next to you on the bus. E. Who is this man? Who is this man? I've literally sat next to you on the bus. That's a shame, yeah. That's hilarious. Oh my god, great Monka S. This is scary. I'd love to see all the tanks and all, but I hate the crowds. Yeah, it can get very busy at Tankfest. That it can. I'm half expecting you to go, I've smelt you. Right, yeah, Jesus. I can't say I know the pleasure. It's always interesting how different English people pronounce my name. Johannes, maybe. I'm almost definitely getting that wrong. I apologise. On the grey bus. How the fuck? For the buses are grey in colour. I remember his face. E. Oh god, fantastic. Well, nice. You see the tiger? Did you see the tiger moving at Tankfest? No, Angus, not this year. Just gone. The tiger was not at Tankfest this year. It was somewhere else. I don't know where it was this year. I think it was off like shooting a film somewhere. So there was no tiger, which is a damn shame. There was a T-72 though. Time to move countries. That's right. So why is this tunnel full of ghosts? Great question. Great question. E. That's really funny. Holy shit. What's my favourite tank? Ooh, now there's a question. I am a bit of I really like my American armoured history. I don't know why. I just like American tanks. Even though they were a bit, I mean, they weren't bad. I mean, the Sherman was, I mean, wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. Like it was, it kind of lived in the middle, you know, of not really doing anything. M3 Lee. Ugh. I'm from Germany. Not even sure if my name can be really pronounced in English. We'll just call you Johan for short. Fantastic. Awesome. 6.2 miles to go there. Speed limit is going to be 60 in 2 miles. I'll almost definitely be speeding over it. Fantastic. Nice. Cool beans. Yeah, my favourite tank would probably, if I was to pick one, I would either say the Chaffee. I love the Chaffee. And or the Easy 8 Sherman. Love them both. Thank you very much there to Rozak. Woke up at 4:30 a.m. So here I am. Jesus Christ, Rozak. Look at that commitment. Thank you very much, Rozak. Holy shit. Okay, here we go. We're going to want to start our slow deceleration down to 60 miles an hour, which I believe really needs quite a bit of dynamic brake because it's a very slow braking force. Fantastic. Nice one. Challenger 1 and 2, duh, American armor. Traitor! Yes, forgive me. Forgive me. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just like the American tanks. Crombot, that says probably redundant question, but have you played World of Tanks? I have, Crombot. I've played. I am at tier 10 on 2 or 3 tech lines. I haven't played it in a very long time, mind you. But no, I enjoy it a lot. I've got the tier 10 Swedish anti-tank, the T110E5, the M48 Patton, and the Object 268. The weird, like not the. But the sniper, not the 268, the one with the massive derp gun, but the one with the slightly smaller Russian derp gun. The other Russian anti-tank. That one, the 263, I think it's called. And I think I've got a few tier 9 tanks as well. Which place do you want to go for food at, and when? Lol, my treat. I know I'm not joking. I don't know. I don't know whether I go out for food. Do you know what I mean, Andy? It's a nice offer though. I appreciate the offer, but yeah, at the same time, in a very non chalant way. Obviously, you know me. I obviously don't know you. There'd be a little bit more of a get to know thing. Maybe one day there.
Free food. Yep, but yep, maybe. KV2. I do like the KV2. Fantastic. Let's speed it back up here. We've got 90 mile an hour. Well, 60 mile an hour. See, look, it jumps up to 90, then it's 60, then it's 90 again. You've got to wonder what's going on. Soon TM. Exactly. Now you're getting it. But no, thank you very much for the offer, Andy. It's very kind of you. This is like that Bavin song. So it is. Okay, so not food, but can I meet you lot? I never thought that you'd be so close. Maybe a stalker meetup. Who knows? Who knows? Anything could happen. Okay, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's give it a little bit of brake here. Bring it down to a reasonable speed. This you really have to be fucking, like, really have to have your head switched on for this railway line. There's so many, like, things that can go wrong with it. Like, all over the place. Like, Jesus Christ. Nice. Okay. Cat and fiddle do for you? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what my plans are, Andy. As I say, it's a bit. I would be a bit funny about meeting someone that I've never met before. But it's a nice offer, though, Andy. Again, it's nice of you to offer. I meant tonight. Maybe not tonight, Andy. Maybe not tonight. Okay, so we are 1.8 miles away from Newark Penn, which is interesting. We're due to stop there at 43, so we're due to stop there in 10 seconds, which is I can assure you we're not stopping there in 10 seconds. We're about 1.5 miles away, so we're going to be running about 3-4 minutes behind here, I reckon. So not terrible, but not amazing either. And so from what people are telling me, running 1 or 2 minutes behind is a small fry for old Amtrak here. Apparently they're much more used to being yeah. Andy's already at the door. Yep, 5 minutes at your door. That's it. If a viewer happens to bump into you, is it okay if we come say hi? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind if people come to say hi, like, but it's just a passing, you know, hello, hi, how's it going kind of thing. That's one thing. You know what I mean? I don't mind that. That's all right. But to go out and meet someone, it's a little bit different. Oh, Jesus Christ! That other train made me jump. To be fair, it would not be hard to stalk you how many Joes in Birmingham work at Specsavers. Very true. It's very true. Very transparent about where I work and stuff. Yeah, I've got no issue with people coming in and say hi, like. Fantastic. We're going to be stopping very soon, actually. I should probably give it a bit of the old break here.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Oh, £20, Ash.
Here's
Thank you.
a little to hasten your distance from potential stalkers. Queb Kappa Queb LUL.
Thank you. I'm not sure what £20 is. So I'm afraid it's going to keep me awfully close to that stalker, for I only have a £20 difference. Just put the width of a £20 note. How long have you at? What places should I go in Europe? If I go, I have no idea what places you should go and see in Europe. I've barely seen any of it myself.
Yeah.
Noddy Cast, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub, sir. H-Bomb there. I live in California, not planning on stalking you, just to be clear. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Like a weird museum piece. I should feel like I should. There we go. Just really get the brake on. Fantastic. Awesome stuff. Let us open the right-hand door now. Again, in this weird, ghostly station here. Fantastic. Right. Thank you very much there to... I think I don't know whether did I thank anyone? Kojo, thank you very much for the host 3 minutes ago. It doesn't pop up, but thank you all the same. Very kind of you. I wonder how long it takes this... here's a weird thing. Oh, look at that. As I change the reverser, it like disables the front headlights and therefore the fog. Fantastic there. There's 450. Woo! Thank you very much there, Pint. Thank you very much, Pint. Awesome stuff. Very, 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 very kind. Fucking, that's too much. It's too much money, Pint. Too much money.
I, however, got an offer from Birmingham Uni. Did you? Defo a potential stalker. Oh. Mr. El Pedro. Mr. El Pedroso. Otherwise known as Elf. No, otherwise known as Pedroso. Terrifying, I know, right? Fantastic. Newark Liberty International Airport. 2.5 miles away. Let us release the brake here. That's emergency. There is an emergency, but this isn't it. There we go. Full service. Release the brake. Wait for the brake pressure to equalise. And then off we go. We're going to do a Birmingham meetup. Maybe one day. You can come into the shop and say hi, I guess. It's an interesting prospect. Thank you very much there to Samora Muck Kriya there. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub and 2 months of support. Very, very kind. Yeah, the problem with doing a Birmingham meetup at the moment is that the German market is in the middle of town, and it's just like, just so busy. Actually so busy. Right. Awesome stuff. Okay, 2.3 miles away. Oh, we had a little flash of a yellow signal there. Makes me think that there's potentially a train ahead of me. Got to be mindful of that. Going up a very slight 1 in 500 hill. I say very slight. It's not too bad for a train. New street I'll pop in tomorrow, lol. You go ahead. So CubeCon in Birmingham is confirmed that it is. German market, is Digby hiding in the bushes again? Apparently Digby does not play the Germans. I think you're thinking of SWAT Night. SWAT Night is your relative German. German market, you selling all the spare Germans for when Brexit hits? Yes. No, there's like this Frankfurt Christmas market thing. It's full of very expensive... Let's be polite and call it bric-a-brac. Nice. We have a bunch of German-themed markets all over the... all over the place. It's true. You go everywhere. Relative Germans, that's it. Very nice. Along with Quebec, no, he was in he was in a recreation fighting Germans. Nice. And hid for 3 hours or so hiding in bushes. Fantastic. Expensive, but good tat to buy. Yeah, I suppose. It is expensive though. It is very expensive, the German market. It's also really annoying because every year outside the front of Specsavers, we always have this roasted nut stand, or like just outside, and it's just the smell of burning sugar, like because they obviously use these glazes and they have to heat the glaze to coat the nuts in them. It's the smell of burning sugar is just sickly. Like maybe at as a waft, that sweet smell. But when it's just pumped into the shop by the gallon a second, it's just. It's horrible. Genuinely awful. Okay, let's give it a little bit of the old dynamic brake here, as we're going to want to slow down here to 40 mile an hour as we change over the points. Oh, my speed has been all over the place. I dread to have a look at the final chart here. We've got a red signal in 1.1 miles, which means we're going to be stopping at the international airport there. Not that that's really an issue. Currywurst, that's it. I've seen a currywurst advertised. I have literally no idea what a currywurst is. I think I'm addicted to candied cashews. It's good I can only get them once a year from there. Yeah, it's true. Candied cashews. I wouldn't know. I literally wouldn't know. Candied cashew is a sweet death, as it were. Fantastic. We're on a very slight downhill gradient here. Coming up to the station. We'll be at a red light very soon. Just compete with the smell by squirting lens cleaner fluid from your shop. Just shoot it at the poor cashiers and clerks there. Imagine bratwurst and made spicier. I mean, profit. Just pure profit from the sounds of it. Fantastic. Let's give it a dab of the old minimum application. Another train pulling out there. Fantastic. There we go. And release. And we'll just coast into the station. Minimum application, and then we're good to go. Am I playing on PC? Yes, I am, Mr. President. Pleasure to have you. Fantastic. Okay, minimum application. We'll just run up the far end of the platform. And suppression.
There we go. It's all right. I'm just making sure the arse end of the platform's actually, you know. There we go. Just making sure the whole train's on the platform, man. Just making sure the whole train. It's all good. Unlock on the right. Fantastic stuff. Awesome. Right then. So far, so good. With obligatory fries, absolutely. Oh, God. The arms that do stretch. The stretchiest of arms. Awesome stuff. God, it's absolutely blinding out the front of the train. Cannot see a goddamn thing. So we're going to be sitting here on a red light until the game tells us otherwise, I do believe. Which isn't too bad in and of itself. So, pub tonight? No, not tonight, Andy. Not tonight. Again, I've got this thing with meeting people I don't know in public. It's I don't know. Call it what you will. Not that to suggest that there's any ill will there, but you know, it's just safer if, you know, I stick to people that I know. I hope that's okay as an answer for you. Okay, right. Load passengers is complete. I wonder if it's gonna the end of the journey. Fantastic. Right, so, with regards to debriefing and performance evaluation and everything, my speed was, I mean, it's nothing short of perfect, if I'm honest, chat. There's a bit all over the place there. You'd prefer me turn up at your workplace with flowers or something? I mean, it's up to you, man. I don't know. So, maybe might give the wrong impression to the co-workers. Awesome stuff. So yeah, with regards to the briefing here, my speed was fucking atrocious. It was all over the place. I don't understand why it creates these like vertical lines though, because you're not trying to necessarily match it per se. You're just trying to make sure that your green line doesn't go over that line, or tries to follow it as closely as it can. And yeah, holy shit. Like, Jesus. Bad. Fantastic. Get in there. Yep, that's it. Fantastic. No worries. Cool, right, so if we hit continue on that, that is the end of that one. I've got to be honest. All of the Cubulons in chat, are you sticking with Birmingham when you move with Jane? Am I going to Stoke? I'm moving up to Stoke-on-Trent, is the plan. Don't know where in Stoke-on-Trent, just that the plan is to move somewhere up there. We're yet to have that browse there. But I think I'm going to call that there, just as a sort of bite-size train sim world stream. So thank you very much for everybody for tuning in tonight. I appreciate, obviously, that there's plenty of streamers to be watching. Thank you very much for choosing me for your entertainment this evening. Witness me! That's it, Mr. ZZ Knob. Thank you again for the sweet, ZZ Knob. I had those, what did we have the other day? We had the, sorry, for anybody that doesn't know, ZZ Knob sent me a German, or potentially Belgian, I don't know, some Germanic care package full of Germanic sweets, shall we call them. And there were loads of weird stuff. There was like these weird German version of tea cakes, which I'm sorry, you can't do tea cakes. He sent me a box of Dickmans, which I'm sure was a matter of great amusement when you decided to send that to me. But yes, the Dickmans were pretty good, actually. I don't mind some Dickmans there. What did I have the other? I had those weird gummy baby faces. Like you literally bite a baby's face in half. It was really weird. But they were delicious, actually. And the only one that I would say that I haven't really enjoyed, and you know, you're not necessarily there to enjoy them all. Right? Let's be polite and say it had a different flavour. It's the little round fruity balls. Dickman's round fruity balls. No, it's the round fruity balls with not the goo in the middle, but like the powder, like the really sugary, like I would almost call it popping candy, but it's more like how do you describe it? Do you know, I don't know how to describe it other than like this really fruity powder. The Bavarian malts. No, we've not had the malts yet. We've not had the malts. Yeah, it could well have been Anthrax, but I'm still here second since, so maybe it wasn't. So in terms of tonight then, that is it from me. Angus Ranger, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the kind words on my sexy voice. Love me and my sexy voice. Not necessarily in that order either. Very lewd. Okay, so yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, and a big thank you to everybody that subbed tonight. Thank you to Ash for the £20 there. Thank you to Noddycast. Thank you to Samura there. Thank you for the 2 months. And if you like just hanging out with me, just waffling, talking about random shit and talking with the great people in chat, obviously do feel free to swing by again. There is a stream schedule below the stream and on the end screen, or the actual offline screen, which I, for some reason, very loosely follow. It's really more of a rough guideline on when you can find me live, plus or minus 3 days.
So yeah, it's you know, it's good stuff. It's all good fun, and yeah. I mean, hopefully you've enjoyed this stream. Like I say, I've been feeling a little bit more upbeat. I've been a bit quieter as of lately. There's been a lot of stuff on my plate. As of the last day, I feel like a bit of a weight has been lifted. You know, it's a nice chapter change in my life. Like, swing by your house, sure, when. Ooh. So yeah. See you goddamn northern god. Am I truly northern from the Midlands? I'm a Midland god. I'm a middle god. Thanks for stream, Q. No worries. Thanks for coming down, Petra. So yeah, I'm going to choose somebody to part ways with you this evening. There's surely another handsome gentleman here worth your time. So I am going to pass you on to... Let's pass you on to... Let's go with Mr. Tate Mars. Yes, Mr. Tate, who we plugged earlier in the stream, is currently doing a wee bit of Darkest Dungeon. So I'm going to pass you on to him. So thank you very much for tuning in. Do please send him our love. And, yeah, my love especially. Everybody's love. See you later, Axeman. And, yeah, I shall catch you on the flip side. So have a good evening, folks. And I shall see you tomorrow for some more games. No idea what I'm going to be playing. Yeah, I'll see you then. Take care, folks. And, yeah, see you soon. Bye-bye.